Hey guys, it's Paige Poppe. Welcome back to my channel and happy 2017. I am wishing all of you the best in the new year, whether that be personally, professionally, anything else. I send you guys so much love and creativity and positivity for the new year. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I love goal setting, new year, motivation, like getting back into the swing of things after taking some time off for the holidays. So for those reasons, I'm in a great state of mind for the new year. And I actually feel like this week is the first week of the new year because I was really sick for like literally 10 days. So like basically all the beginning of 2017. So I really couldn't jump into my work with the same tenacity and like excitement because I had like no energy and I was sick. So it feels good to be back. And for that reason, I also couldn't make a video for the first beginning of the new year. So this will be my first official video of 2017. Today we are going to be doing a haul video. I have done a lot of hauls of my art supplies. This is gonna be more of a collective haul. It's a really good mix of art supplies and books, which I feel like you guys are really used to seeing on my channel. And then I'm gonna incorporate some home decor pieces and some clothing, which I never really talk about, but a lot of people ask me about, like when I tag on Instagram and stuff, what I'm wearing, and it should be a good mix. All right, and before we jump in, the last thing I will say is I really wanted my first video of 2017 to be like a 2016 recap video. I am working on that. So I'm just about like halfway done editing it. It's kind of a big undertaking because it's a really like cool edited like voiceover video. Basically talking about like what I've accomplished in 2016, what I'm looking forward to in the new year. And then I do plan to get up a video about like goal setting, motivation, that type of thing, because I know that you guys really enjoy those videos. So besides this haul video, stay tuned for that. And I never uploaded my footage from that really awesome Coyotes game that I won tickets to, so that will be up as well. So you guys have 3 new ones coming at you in the near future, and then we will see what the rest of the year holds. I'm happy to be well and back to filming. All right, let's dive in. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is an art supply, and I've had this since the holiday season, and I feel like many of you will think it's cool. So this is it in its used state, but it is this really large, you can see how big it is, acrylic palette for painting. And I've always wanted one of these. I have wood ones and I know there are glass ones. Like glass would have been okay with me too, but this one's kind of nice because you don't have to worry about it so much. But as you can see, I was using this when I was painting all of my ornaments that I was selling during the holiday season. And a few things about this palette. The first thing is that it was so useful because a lot of the time, the ornaments were like round wood, and a lot of the time I would just set them right here and then the paint would be right next to it. So I was really like working in the same vicinity of the piece instead of having to like reach for the palette and then go back to painting. So I really enjoyed that. The second thing is, the reason this still has those colors on it from the holidays, I have painted since then, but I've kind of been hanging it up as decor. So I just put a push pin in my wall, and our walls are pretty strong so they can hold things with push pins. And I hung this up in my studio, and it's really cool decor. It's a fun prop. Like anything in life that doubles as useful and a prop for Instagram photos is my kind of item. But the third thing I wanted to say was, if you guys have any recommendations for cleaning this, please let me know, because if I'm 100% honest, part of the reason it still has paint all over it is because it's pretty hard to clean, and I don't necessarily want to scratch the surface because I want to maintain, you know, the shiny, cool Lucite material. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I think today I might try to soak it in dish soap. That should work, I would think, if I leave it for a couple hours, but we will see. I got this on super discount. I got it for like $4, which is unheard of for a palette this big, but it was just at a local store. So I am going to link a few similar options down below in the description box if you guys want to check them out, and hopefully they will be in a reasonable price range. And then just so you know, throughout the remainder of this video, I will link everything else down below that I talk about as well. All right, and I'm going to jump into some books because I'm pretty excited about these two that I'm going to share with you. So I may have briefly talked about this on my channel, but maybe not. I know I have talked about it in a couple like different interviews that I've done for various blogs, but I should make like a whole video about this. But if you guys don't know, people always ask me like, oh, who is someone that you are inspired by? And they don't necessarily need to be an artist, you know, whatever. So my answer is always Kat Von D, and I love her. And I know that there was a lot of controversy about her recently on YouTube and stuff with Jeffree Star. I just basically ignore that because I love her so much and I don't want to like tarnish it in my mind, because you know, all that is drama, and at the end of the day I care about like what she creates as an artist, and her work is more what I care about. So I just kind of tune all that out. So basically I love Kat Von D, and what I always say about her is that I just feel like better than anyone else, she infuses her art and style into everything she does flawlessly. So she has done her makeup collections with Sephora, she has done her books, and of course her tattoo work, and then she does like various fashion collaborations, and all of them, like from the packaging to the colors to the names of the colors, are so Kat Von D, very recognizable. So I have always appreciated that about her and her brand, and it's something I strive for in my brand. So I have always looked up to her for that reason, and she's extremely creative. So all of that to say that I have her 2 books, and one of them especially is like her diary. I really aspire to write more. Like, as exciting things happen in my life, I'm really good about being grateful for them and soaking them in, but I'm not as good about documenting them through words. Like, I'll take a picture and put on Instagram, but I would really like to have a record in the future. So that's one thing I'm working toward in the new year. I actually forgot about that until now, so I'm really glad that I talked about it in the beginning of 2017. But anyway, I just love her books. And so I honestly, this is how I'm a bad fan. I'm not really a fangirl, so I'm kind of bad, but I have always thought that she only had 2 books, but I was wrong. I actually found this one at Zia Records, which I don't believe is all across the country. I know it's in a few states, but it's basically a record store, but they have a lot of books and like giftable items, and they do have like a resale section. So this was actually a used copy, but it's in flawless condition, like very perfect. And I was shocked because I didn't know she had a 3rd book. So I was there with my mom, we were Christmas shopping, and sometimes if I find something I really want, I'm like, hey mom, can you just get me this as a Christmas gift and wrap it? And she's like, yeah, sure, because she doesn't always know what to get me. So I am now the proud owner of all 3 books in the collection. I have them displayed in my bedroom, and this one is Go Big or Go Home, Taking Risks in Life, Love, and Tattooing. And I actually have not read this one yet, but in all of her books, funny enough, here's Jeffree Star's page, but in all of her books, she talks about the client, the experience she had. So her other 2 books, one is mainly her story and one is more mainly about the tattoos and what she learned from them, but that one's also very journalistic. So this one, I think, looks like a mix of both. I have not dived into it yet, which might be silly for me to recommend it or talk about it on YouTube before I actually read it, but based on the quality of her other 2 books, I feel like this one will be wonderful. Great book for anyone creative, if you ask me. I will link it down below, and I'm so happy to have the full set. And my next book, I just recently got in the mail like 2 days ago, but I had seen it at Barnes & Noble last week with Jake. We kind of had a little date night, and we went and got dinner, and then we went and kind of wandered around Barnes & Noble for a while, and we were a little bit indecisive about which ones we wanted to buy, so we ended up coming home and buying them online later once we had decided. But one that I randomly picked up the shelf, we spent a good 2 hours there just browsing, was this one, which is called Buddha's Little Instruction Book. And I just thought the size of it was interesting and cute, so I picked it up, and right away when I opened it, I feel like anything in life, if you look at a quote and you're like, oh my gosh, this really speaks to me, it's just because you're kind of like outwardly putting your current experiences and emotions like onto that quote. So I think you can kind of take a lot of quotes and sayings with a grain of salt, but if you find them in the perfect moment when you really need it, they can be really useful. So as we were at Barnes & Noble, I was just getting over being sick. I feel like I've said that a million times already in this video, but it was really hard for me because as someone who runs their own business, if I'm not working, like there's not anyone else working and picking up the slack for me and like keeping things running smoothly. So I was a little bit in a stressed out mental state because I had taken some time off during a busy, you know, jump back into 2017. So when I opened this book, I'm not kidding, each page I turned to, really each quote hit me and it really calmed me down. And I'm not usually that person that like takes so much in from a quote, you know, here and there. I do, but God, there was just so many good ones. And so I did pick this one up and I keep it in my studio now on a shelf just to be there when I need it, to take a breath, you know, it would be a good thing to kind of meditate with too, I think, and just kind of flip through them. And even yesterday, Jake was kind of like stressed and nervous about something, and I kind of like found one that was good for him and like set it. And I sound so hippy dippy right now. I'm like slightly hippy dippy, but like, you know, I'm also very realistic. I do want to say also, I don't necessarily think that all of these are from the mouth of Buddha or whatever, because some of them have kind of modern contexts. I believe that they are also taken from different professors in the field, but I just thought I would talk about it. Okay, and let's talk about some clothes, which I feel like I don't talk about enough, but is a big part of creativity in my opinion, your personal style, how you express yourself. I am very guilty of just wearing my workout clothes and working from home because I don't always see people, but I've been trying to make an effort more because I got dressed today like this, and yes, I'm filming a video, but I actually wore this today and like wore it out and not just wore workout clothes. I'm wearing like a legging, but I feel like this is kind of like a fun legging. It's more of a fashion legging, if you will. Okay, and I recently got a few pieces from Tobi, and I have friends that have shopped on there before, and this was my first time getting anything from there, and I have to say I'm really pleased, especially with this first piece, which is this pink cable knit sweater. And it looks pretty standard, but then on the one side you will see that there is this lacing up the side. The lacing goes all the way up to the shoulder, and I think you guys are aware I'm very fond of the lace up trend at the moment. I have so many lace up pieces that when I saw this, I really thought it was a unique take on just a chunky winter sweater. So being in Arizona and being so hot, I don't have a lot of things like this in my wardrobe. And ever since I've had it, guys, I have worn this every day. I'm not kidding. I actually got it in a large because I did want it to be oversized. So it hangs all the way over my butt. But it's been really fun to put on with like, you know, a pair of like nice leggings. I can dress it up or down. You know, you can wear it with like a little like leather mini skirt, which I think is a cool look because the sweater is so long and then the skirt is short. But I've worn it a ton, so I had to talk about it. I just love it. I'm gonna put this down below. Your first order from them too, you get it half off, which is insane. I remember when my friend did that and I was like, what? It's crazy. And then I did get 2 more pieces from them, and I think you guys are gonna laugh when you see the first one. Are we seeing this? This is kind of sad. No, so this is a shirt, but what I'm holding from Tobi is a dress. Isn't it cute? As you can see, I haven't worn it yet, but it is a knit dress. And when I saw this on the website, I just thought it had kind of a casual look to it. I almost thought it had a hood for a little bit, and I was looking for New Year's outfits, so I picked this one up. And the cut of it on the side is really cute because it kind of goes up and shows more of your leg. It's very fitted. Love this. Didn't end up wearing it for New Year's because we just had a chill night at home with some friends, but it's a really cute piece that I can't wait to wear. And then this is the piece that I got intending to make it like my primary New Year's dress, but it is this beautiful spaghetti strap black velvet number, and you guys will see when I put it on that it has this asymmetrical cut at the bottom, and it's just so flattering. And I have to say, normally if you have a larger chest like I do, you cannot wear this thin of a strap because it won't support you, but there are these fasteners on the back that allow you to really tighten it. I have one other black dress in my wardrobe that's long sleeve in black, which is good for the winter, but this one could be more versatile, especially in Arizona because it's already warm here. Yeah, I'm glad to have this in my wardrobe as well. Just a perfect little addition to it that I love. My next item I conveniently tucked right back here, so I will grab those. So these relate to a video that I uploaded a few weeks back, and it was my experience of going to the Flower Lounge event at the Desert Botanical Gardens. But when I walked into the event, everyone was gifted a little gift bag, and they all had a flower elixir inside. I got this one, which is Boundless Wisdom, but basically the theme of her book and her message is about reconnecting with nature and being able to do that even when you're not outside. So these are flower elixirs, and they have really gentle ingredients like frankincense, rosewood, lilac, Lotus, flower essence, bee balm flower essences, jasmine, cardamom. They're all different, and you can see I have a ton here, but I loved this. And so what you do is you take these and you get the essence of all these flowers. Like, I feel like someone just hit me in the face with a bouquet, which I made sound worse than it is. It's really, really lovely. And it's almost similar to like essential oils in a way, but you just spray it directly on you. You don't put it into a diffuser. But I love this. And after I made that video, they actually reached out and offered to send me a few more of their elixirs, which I was so excited about. I was especially excited because I learned that you can actually spray these into watercolor paint. You could use these to activate the paint and then paint with them. And the idea is that they would smell nice, of course. I don't know if that would last forever, but just the essence of all these flowers and the different flower oils would mix in with your paint and really give it a natural touch in a way. And this just really excited me because so much of my inspiration comes from nature, and any way that I can relate my work back into it is wonderful. And if you guys watch my reflection video, I really talked about like getting back into touch with nature and not just being stuck in my studio working, because you can only get so inspired from like your own four walls. So I have been making a good effort with that so far in the new year, and I hope to continue it. So I will show you what I have. But first I'm gonna correct myself. This one is actually an aura mist. This one is not necessarily a flower elixir, but I feel like a flower elixir is a good way to describe all of these because they are so flower based. I have another aura mist, and this one is inspired action. And I would say that this one is so fresh and almost citrusy in a way. Oh yeah, this one has lemon, pink pepper, bay rum, bird of paradise. These are all free of artificial fragrances, phthalates, and petrochemicals. I try to use a lot of natural products when I can, so this is great. And there's also a note on here that says, download a free journal to track how flower essences enhance your state of mind at lotusway.com. So I will probably do that as well, but you can see the bird of paradise, I believe, is right here on the bottle. And this one is meant to enhance motivation, insight, and fearless creativity. That's a great one. Okay, now the next three I'm going to show you are actually the flower elixirs. So these ones are not in a spray, they are in a dropper, and it says that you can gently shake the bottle, make a wish, and enjoy 5 drops under the tongue 5 times a day, or add to your water bottle and beverages. So this one is Quiet Mind Flower Elixir, meant to relieve neck and shoulder tension, quiet your mind, and sleep soundly. And you can see just the little dropper here that they provide. It's kind of angled. It's really nice. So I'm pretty excited about those. And then I have 2 more flower elixirs, Infinite Love and Joy Juice. And I love the thought behind this one. Awaken joy, laughter, and happiness. Take more breaks and play. Besides the Infinite Love flower elixir, I also have the Infinite Love anointing oil, which is in a roller ball. They're just lovely, and they are based out of Arizona. Katie is in Arizona, so I think that's cool too, that it's a local company. I feel like I've talked about these for a long time. Aren't they cute though? I have quite a few pictures I took that I'm gonna put on Instagram that I styled these with like some of my flower collage pieces. So I'm excited to share those because they're just so nice on the shelf, even when you're not using them. And I want to thank them for gifting those to me as well. Okay, there's a chance I've been talking for like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna show you one more thing and then wrap this up. I can't not show you home decor stuff. Ever since we moved into our new place, which I can't believe has been like over 6 months now, I love sharing home decor stuff with you and rearranging our home, redecorating. It was really fun to decorate for Halloween and Christmas, and now I'm trying to get everything like refreshed. Looking around, it doesn't look very refreshed, but like I said, been sick, now it's time to refresh. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna like move our entry table. I'll probably change up some of the accessories and stuff, kind of like freshen this space up a bit. But one area that I concentrated on was our coffee table, and I picked up this. When I saw this, I could not get it. It's so cool. Luckily I had a gift card because this is a pricier item for TJ Maxx in my opinion. That's where I got it. $39.99. It's a little bit steep, TJ, don't you think? But originally, what was it, $56? But it is this beautiful cowhide mirrored tray, but all of the cowhide is gold. And if you guys haven't seen, our living area rug right here is a cowhide that we got. So I thought it was a really cool compliment to that, but not overkill because of the gold. And it's just such a nice glam but boho rustic piece, and I don't go very glam with my decor or my taste or anything usually, but gold is an exception. Like, it's gorgeous. So I took some time to reorganize our coffee table. I put some books under there in stacks, and then I have like our remotes in here and a nice candle, and I think it totally changes the look of the space. And at first I was like, is this a frivolous purchase? But I just think it really added a nice little glam touch, and even if no one else notices, I do. All right, and that is everything I have to share. I could honestly talk for an hour more, but it's time for me to edit this and get it uploaded so that you guys have a new video. Speaking of talking more, I have been trying Instagram live stream a little bit too. So if you guys want to find me on there, if you follow me already, you'll just get a notification when I go live. The first live stream I did, I was live painting and just talking and just answering some of your guys' questions. Like, you guys were asking me like what my proudest accomplishment of 2016 was, I think, like my favorite piece. So we kind of chatted about that. Of course, that info will be also in my 2016 recap video, but I just wanted to let you guys know if you wanted to have another opportunity to like live stream with me, that would be a good one. I used to be very into Periscope. Sometimes I live stream here on YouTube, but Instagram seems to be the way that people enjoy watching live streams most, in my opinion. So I've been trying it, and I'd love to see you over there. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and once again, happy 2017. I can't thank you enough for making 2016 such a wonderful year for me, and you know, every comment that was supportive and positive and excited meant the world to me. I really did. So thank you for that. I'm gonna wrap it up. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. I will have everything linked below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Until then, I am sending all of my positive and creative vibes your way, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.